Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kayla and it's time to crack into a good book. So obviously I'm coming back with another vlog because we are house sitting and it is generally nice here. It's super hot this weekend though. It's like, I think the highs are in the 90s with heat indexes of like 100, 103, stuff like that. So I don't know how much outdoor time I'll do. Obviously, like once I actually post this, it'll be last week, but I'm kind of taking this week off as just like a mental health vacation in general because, like, I don't know, I mean, grad school sucks normally, but with everything going on, it's just been especially rough lately, I think. So I was kind of like, I just need some time off. So I have generally done that and kind of have decided, I think, that I don't want to really post any videos this week because I'm kind of lazy and didn't really feel like filming. So hopefully I can kind of get back into the swing of things soon and, you know, consistently post. This week has been pretty good in general. Peace Talks came out on Tuesday and obviously I read that already, so it was great. It was just so nice to be back in the world of Dresden. It just kind of like reminded me of the fact that I just love that series so much. It's just like, I don't know, the humor is definitely like what I'm after, I guess. I think Harry is hilarious and I just enjoy his sarcasm and everything like that, and just like the world that Jim Butcher has built is just fantastic. And I'm so glad that we get Battleground in September because I need it. After events of Peace Talks, there's a lot of open plot threads and I just want to know what happens. So I'm definitely excited about that. And then I've actually been reading a ton this month. I think I don't even know what today is. It's the 17th and I've read, I think, 20 books. One was a novella and then like one's a little comic thing. So, you know, those were obviously short, but I've read 20 things, which I think is good. And it's been a lot of stuff that I'm like particularly excited about because I'm just like trying to mood read and do what I need to do. To like kind of get out of the reading slump that I had kind of been in June. So yeah, I don't know. I've gone to the pool, which is nice. Like, they're thankfully really strict, I think, about the rules there. And, you know, they only let like 13 people in the pool. And I think that it was like 39 on the deck. They've removed all the pool furniture, so you have to like bring your own stuff and you have to be socially distant, which is really nice. But the few times I've gone this week, I've been like the only one there, which is nice. I got to swim some laps and read in the pool, which was just relaxing. It felt like return to normalcy almost, I guess. I love swimming, so it was nice to just have some pool time, and that's usually what I do in the summer, just all sorts of water activities, so that's definitely nice. But yeah, so I brought with me like 4 different book options because I am just like, I don't know, I get nervous about not having something to read. But the current read is Chaos Reigning by Jessie Mihalik. So this is the 3rd and final book in this Consortium Rebellion trilogy, and I've talked about it before, but it's like a sci-fi romance series that I really love. So I'm like 136 pages in, and it's great. It's like, you know, like, I think this is probably going to be a 5-star book for me, and I guess what kind of like sets 5-star books aside in my mind is like, you know, like I look at page numbers to make sure I don't like skip a page, but I'm not really aware of what page I'm on, and like, you know, I'll look down and suddenly, you know, I'm like, again, like 130 pages in or whatever. So it just like flies by and I'm not like as focused about the actual page number. The series has followed different sisters in this house, and they're like, the house is pretty well off in general, and there's like a whole bunch of political schemes and things going on. And in the last book there was some, I think one of the brothers was kidnapped or something. We've kind of uncovered that one of the other houses is plotting against them and stuff. So here we followed the youngest sibling, and she is kind of, it's like she's used to be being underestimated, and basically like pretends to be kind of just, you know, it's like she basically pretends to be flighty and bubbly, but she's actually like really smart and determined and stuff. So like, people definitely underestimate her and don't think that she's actually a spy. So she's going undercover at a summer retreat for a rival house, and she's trying to like gather intel about, you know, the house and like what happened with the kidnapping of her brother and everything. So naturally, one of her older sisters has sent along some backup and like bodyguards, even though Kat was like, the main character here is like, no, like I really don't actually need this. We've got one character who's sent along as an actual bodyguard, and then another character who's sent along to pose as Kat's new lover, which of course I'm sure, like, she's probably actually going to fall for him. We've definitely got some secrets, and we've learned more about Kat's background. There's like biotech involved, essentially, and just gene manipulation going on here. So we've learned more about that, and it's super interesting, and I definitely want to know more. But yeah, so this is exciting. I definitely want to get into this. But yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot today. I got some donkey footage, of course. So I will check in a bit.
Your foot don't look so great. You don't want all this stuff up here? No, eat your food. Stella, you're not eating. What's wrong? Get out of that bowl, please. I gave you a bowl. I gave you a bowl. Give me dirty looks.
Oh.
Everybody's doing piggy shoes.
Mm-hmm. It is later in the day, and I am drinking a nice passion fruit goza from R&D Brewing, and I think they're based in Raleigh. But it's quite refreshing, so that's nice. Let's see, I finished Chaos Raining a little bit ago. I mean, it was great. No surprise there. I'm kind of sad, like, obviously it's the last book in the trilogy, so I'm sad to be leaving it. But I do see in the back that she will be, Jessie Mihalik will return in 2022 with an exciting new series about a fierce female intergalactic bounty hunter, her motley crew, and a grim former foe who's hiding more than a few secrets. So that sounds great. I mean, I feel like Jessie Mihalik has become an auto-buy author for me, so that's really exciting. You know, I've read, obviously, this entire trilogy, and then she's got a, I think they're like, I don't know if it was just like a serial novel or something like that online, but it's like the Rogue Queen series or something like that. But that's really good. I mean, those are shorter, but equally fantastic. So, you know, definitely enjoy these. So if you're looking for like a good sci-fi romance, definitely check these out. Kat, I feel like, reminded me more of Ada, I think, from the first book than Bianca from the second book. And I don't know, I thought it was really interesting here. Like, she has kind of like put on this persona to fool people, but she starts to question, like, am I actually fooling people, or is this like actually, you know, how I am? So I thought that was interesting. A lot of questioning her abilities and kind of like coming into her own, I guess. So that was nice. But yeah, so this was exciting. I've read 200 pages of Race the Sands, which I started this afternoon. This is, I mean, obviously fantastic. I really liked her Queens of Renthia series, which I read a while ago, but that was more of like a high fantasy series where like spirits kind of wanted to kill people basically, and you have like various like tree spirits and like water spirits and like different forms of things. The queen has to control the spirits so that like they don't basically like massacre everybody. But I think this one is a standalone, and this is basically like monster racing, so that's awesome. We just finished the first race and it, you know, went as expected, I think. So that's really interesting. There's definitely like plot points where it's like you kind of know what is going to happen, but I'm curious to see like the reasons as to why. And I think she's kind of like setting us up for discovering this, and like maybe, you know, we should be questioning everything that we know about this world. Right now, I have been watching a couple of episodes of Beachfront Bargain Hunt Renovation, I think. I just finished watching a full episode of one in Gulf Shores, Alabama, which like, I mean, they did a really nice job with it. It looks, you know, just, it was a little dated, and the renovations looked quite nice. And then this one, I think, that just started is in Virginia somewhere. I enjoy watching like DIY network and HGTV shows for whatever reason. I find them just like kind of relaxing to watch, I guess. But it is definitely thundering, so I think we're in for some storms. It is just like really hot outside, so that is why I'm indoors and not sitting out on the patio. So I'm just watching this beachfront bargain hunt renovation thing, and they're, you know, they have chosen their house, and they're talking about like all the things that they're wanting to do, and one of them was an outdoor shower, which like, oh my god, outdoor showers are so great. I did a study abroad in undergrad one summer, and it was only just like 2 weeks, and only 2 weeks. We went to Fiji it was like sustainable tourism and ecotourism, which was awesome. But actually a couple of the places that we stayed at had some outdoor showers, and like obviously the temperature is very lovely there. But I particularly remember this one. It was like, you know, like the bedrooms were in one place, and then like the bathroom was kind of a little, like you would have to exit the bedroom area to go to the bathroom, and it was like a kind of attached to it, but then like across there was like a little walkway for an entire outdoor shower, and you know, it was like open air, so you could like, I remember specifically, I don't know what we were doing, like we had been out and stuff during the day, and I remember taking a shower at night, which was just like, I mean, obviously amazing, because you could just look up and see all the stars, which was super cool. And they had like a whole bunch of plants in the shower area, and it was just so nice. But anyway, I was just popping on here to describe how much I love outdoor showers. But yeah, I don't know, just watching all of these, like, kind of makes me think about like ideal home stuff. Like I'm so done with carpet. I am tired of, like, I hate vacuuming, and it's just like, I don't know, carpet just gets nasty, and like obviously, you know, having Samus, like sometimes she eats things that she should not, and things don't go well. I'm also over like bathtubs. I mean, I don't take baths in general, and like at our particular place, like, I mean, I guess it's the humidity and the particular type of grout in the tiling or something, but it just molds like crazy, and I'm so tired of it. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I want like a nice walk-in shower. Like Ivy's parents have recently redid their upstairs bathroom, and like their shower is just amazing, and it's definitely like the style that I want. So both my parents and Ivy's parents, you know, like built the house, our like the houses that we grew up in. So I feel like we're both kind of on the same page of like wanting to do that. But obviously that's expensive and we have to find some land that is available. So, you know, hopefully one day we can do that. But I don't know. I'm definitely ready to move into a house. Like, obviously I need a lot of space for my books, but I don't know. Just like having a yard would be super great for sure. So hopefully soon. Hopefully I will graduate and get a job that pays real people money and then we can find a house. But anyway, that was just a brief check-in about house things, and we'll check in later.
Especially your arms touching, it's spazzing out.
Yeah.
Tries to walk backwards.
So it is the next day. This morning we fed the donkeys and then some of our friends actually came out to pick some berries, so that was nice. We just got to actually like see some people, so that was good. And then you know, obviously picking berries is fun, and like the blueberry crop this year is definitely where it's at, and it's very tasty, but we did get some blackberries as well, so I'm excited about that. Good morning, donkeys. Everybody's trying to get fed over here. They say it could be.
How do you feel, fella? Working on one. Hey! No! Not how it works. Stop, you idiots! Hey! Stupid! Look, you see food? See food? What's over here? Everybody, come on. It's supposed to be a smooth operation. Stop doing that.
Donkeys!
Yeah, now you see. Your stupid friend doesn't. There's food out there. There's food on your friend, right there. Red ass, you're moving. Food over there, I'm gonna poke you with a stick. See what I'm doing? You see this? I know. Yeah, you're okay. There you go, guys. I don't know why I had to make that more difficult.
In terms of reading updates, I ended up reading up to like page 430 or so last night, and I finished it earlier today, and it was really great actually. I'm not surprised. I really enjoyed her Queens of Renthia series. I think this may actually get a 5 stars from me. I really liked this, and you know, it's like 530 pages or so, and I just flew through it, and it just like definitely kept me wanting to read it, even though like, I mean, I kind of guessed the general plot. It was just cool. Like, the concept of monster racing and like all these different creatures was really awesome. Like, obviously the main creature is this thing on the cover. It's like this black metal lion. I mean, on the cover it looks kind of more brown than black, but I'm pretty sure it had a black mane at least. There were like all sorts of weird combinations of things. Like there was like a rhino crocodile thing. So that was kind of just cool. And what I really liked here, so the dedication is to Tamara Pierce, and one of the main characters, this trainer, is actually named Tamara, so I really liked that. Like Tamara Pierce was, I've kind of mentioned this before, it was like, I think kind of like my first real intro into fantasy, and I've just loved her books so much, so I don't know, I just thought that was like super sweet. And like, you know, Sarah Beth Durst kind of goes into a little more detail in like the acknowledgments section, and just like she was talking about like how her like Tamara Pierce's series just like were so fundamental, I guess, for her to be inspired to write and like actually think that she could be a fantasy writer. And then I have read 88 pages of The Obsidian Tower, and it's great so far, of course, and so I'm like super excited. I've read several what I think will likely be 5-star books in a row, so it's just nice to enjoy what I'm reading and not feel like super slumpy. So this one is set in the same world as her Swords and Fire trilogy, which I read a while back and loved, but I think this is like centuries later or something like that. So basically what has happened so far is we have our main character who has seemingly corrupted magic, so instead of healing things and like having her magic bring life to everything she touches, it's corrupted, and so she will actually just kill people when she touches them. So that's not great, obviously. So she has accidentally killed one of the foreign diplomats visiting this country to try to sign a peace treaty, so that's not great. And then there's this whole thing in this Obsidian Tower. So our main character is the warden, and you know, it's like a family thing, and like there's this kind of, I don't know, family lore where it's like you can't open and unseal this door, which of course it has been unsealed. So now there's some sort of like crazy magical artifact, and so we're trying to figure out what's going on. So yeah, I'm assuming I'm going to fly through this and love it, and I'm just definitely excited to see where this goes. Hey, Dooley. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll say hi. We'll say hi. Of other things we've been doing, I mean, obviously we picked berries this morning, and I've watched some more HGTV as one does, and I found a new show. What was it, like Good Bones or something like that, where this like woman and her mom find like kind of rundown houses in Indianapolis, and you know, they're just kind of like epically trashed, and they like obviously renovate it and try to resell it. So watched a good bit of that, and then we caught the tail end of, or no, I guess after that I did watch an episode of Renovation Island, where this couple has bought this old rundown resort in the Bahamas, and it's like a huge investment, and they're, you know, I only watched the first episode, so I don't know what happened exactly, but yeah, they discovered like a lot of termite damage, and there was like a crab down in like the basement area. And then we also caught the tail end of The Mummy Returns, which was fun. I mean, the CGI has not aged terribly well, but it's still like, I don't know, I have really fond memories of those movies with like The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, with like the ones that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s with Brendan Fraser. I like, you know, growing up I was really into ancient Egypt, and we would do road trips every like summer, sometimes at Christmas, to visit family in Oklahoma and Mississippi. So obviously those are kind of long drives. And then, you know, with ski team growing up, we would do a lot of driving for that, with like training and going to races most weekends. So I had like a portable DVD player, and I feel like The Mummy, I have like this set of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, and I remember bringing those on a good amount of those trips. So that's kind of like a fun blast from the past for me. The Mummy was playing right after The Mummy Returns, but I was like, they somehow managed to drag out like a 2-hour movie into 3 hours with commercials, and it was just like, oh my god, I can't deal with this, especially when I still own the movies. So we decided to not continue watching that for the moment and just switch to The Office as we ate dinner. So that was nice. It's the evening, the sun is setting, and it had been thundering, so we may get another storm tonight. We shall see. Not a ton going on. I wanted to point out how my water bottle matches my shirt today. So that's quite nice. You know, this cover matches Samus quite well, so that's kind of silly. But anyway, I am not sure what we're planning on doing the rest of this evening. We have watched, I think, about 5 episodes of Warrior Nun, and like, it's kind of cheesy, and the last episode was like a little bit boring, but things happened that kind of needed to happen to advance the plot. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes, and you know, maybe we'll continue that. And then I also want to watch Cursed, which I think came out yesterday. I probably won't check in again later tonight since it's already the evening, but hopefully I will film some more clips and have some more reading updates to share with you tomorrow. What are you doing? Nugget! Nugget! Yay!
Got hit in the face with a tail. You weren't the one being a dummy. I don't got no problem with you. It's our other red friend over there.
Working it for the camera.
It's Brittany, bitch. Thank you. Thank you, though.
So it is Monday, and I just kind of decided not to film any clips yesterday. I don't know, I was just feeling like my entire body was exhausted, and I was just like, I just can't do this. I ended up finishing the Obsidian Tower yesterday, and it was fantastic. It like definitely took a turn I didn't expect. So, you know, like obviously we found out what this tower is all about, and like, you know, why it's like you can't unseal the door. So that was really awesome, and it was definitely like not what I expected, and it was fantastic. I loved it. Definitely, I think a 5-star read for me, and I can't wait for the next book in the series. I feel like Melissa Caruso is also going to be an auto-buy author for me. Like, really, I don't know. I just really enjoy her writing, and I feel like she writes really strong female characters. So yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic. And like this one, I think the main character, Rixander, she's possibly bi, I'm not entirely sure. And then there was, I think, a non-binary character, and then there was also possibly, I don't know if it's like demisexual. So that was like some nice diversity and stuff. And, you know, I just really enjoyed where this went and thought it was fantastic. And then I also ended up starting and finishing Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. So this is the second book in this Blood of Stars duology, I guess. And the first book was Spin the Dawn, which was like that mix of Mulan meets Project Runway. And I really loved it when I read it last year. So, you know, I think, like, I also really enjoyed this one. I don't think it was quite as strong as Spin the Dawn, but I still had a really great time with it and definitely recommend it. So I actually pre-ordered this, and it's a signed and personalized copy for me. So that's really awesome. And there's like a whole bunch of fun pre-order bonuses that I'll show you those momentarily. And I also have a variety of other like pre-order or early order bonuses that I got for various books, which I will show you because they're really exciting. But signed and personalized bit for me, so that was really cool. And then it also came with a bookmark, so yeah, that's exciting. We have a sticker that says, "We were like the sun and the moon, sharing the same stars and the same sky." And then there's this really cool pin that's, you know, Unravel the Dusk, so that's awesome. And then we also have this little like print, which is the cowherd and the weaver. So obviously this is our main character, Maya, and her love interest. I have like these little character cards for each of the dresses that she sews. So it's like the laughter of the sun. So we have this like the sun dress, and it's like cool to see what they actually look like. There's the blood of stars. I didn't do these in the right order, but that's okay. So that one looks pretty badass. And then Tears of the Moon, and then that's what that dress looks like. So that was a whole bunch of like really cool pre-order stuff, so I'm super excited about that. I've talked about the Kinder Poison, I read it a little bit ago, but they had this is a first edition limited print of the map, so this is number, I think that says 22 out of 100. But like, I don't know, I thought that was really fun, and I just enjoyed this map a lot. So that's cool. And then I just recently started this morning A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. So I had some pre-order, or this was an early order actually bonus. And we have a bookmark for, obviously that goes along with the cover. I've got a signed book plate, which I need to put in the book. And then there's a couple of character cards. So we have Karina, who is the princess, I believe. And then Mihalik, who is going like our other main character. So yeah, that's a few fun pre-order bonuses. And I also wanted to show you, I got this was my previous book sleeve, which I really love. These sharks are ridiculous looking, and they just like never fail to make me laugh. But you know, it's on the smaller side of book sleeves. So I got a slightly larger one, which is really cool. It's from the same person. So there's like this, when the Etsy shop is like magically made by V, I think. We have this like open book button thing, and then, you know, unicorns and castles, and like, I don't know if there's already dog hair on this somehow. So like the unicorns have little silvery sparkles. Yeah, you can kind of see. And there's what the other side looks like. But I really liked this print, and you can see in comparison, it's a little bit bigger, so this should hold like hardcovers and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. So yesterday was the last day of the Read the Olympics readathon, which is like kind of sad, but also I'm kind of like, okay, you know, like I'm ready to be done with it. It was like 5 weeks of stuff, and like, I don't know, I had such grand plans for it, and then just like didn't do any of it. But I mean, I feel like I've learned some things for the future if I were to do this again, and I don't know, that's nice. It was like my first actual readathon that I created, so that was, you know, a good experience, I think. I need to like actually fill out the form myself. But I think what I'm going to do is give people until like, I don't know. I mean, if you can get all your forms in by this Wednesday, the 22nd, that would be great. If you need to have until the 24th, this Friday, that would be fine too. But yeah, make sure you get all your forms in, and then probably next week, like I'm looking at the calendar, I think probably the 31st or so, I will do kind of like a wrap-up summary of you know, just like what countries and got what gold medals and what, you know, whatever. I have a lot of videos to catch up on, especially since I took, you know, this week off, or last week now, I guess, off from doing videos. So I've got several wrap-ups that I need to do, and I've been reading a lot, so I feel like there's going to be a whole bunch of these recent reads wrap-ups coming. So I have at least 2 that I need to do already, and then I have, like, I've read, I think I'm like halfway through to another one, so lots of reviews coming your way soon. Next week, I think, will be my like 1-year booktube anniversary, so that's kind of exciting. You know, I said something on Twitter about that and was like, what should I do about, you know, videos? Because I feel like I should like acknowledge it and like do something a little bit special. So I think I got some suggestions about like top 10 favorite books, which is going to be really difficult for me, so I may have to do like top 10 favorite series. And then also just like kind of reflecting on, you know, a year of booktube and just like kind of my experiences with that. So I think both of those are good suggestions. I don't know if I would do them in the same video or do like 2 separate videos. So that's probably, you know, with this video backlog I need to do, that may end up coming out the first week-ish of August, so we shall see. In terms of non-reading updates, I played some Animal Crossing yesterday and did some like, I finally built the last like plot for my villagers and went like island hopping to see if I could like recruit anybody. And so I did actually find someone. I recruited or invited Angus, who is this really cute bull, so I'm pleased with him. But like, I don't know, I would have preferred to have an octopus villager, but there's only 3 of them out of, I don't know, like several hundred villagers at this point. So it's like the odds of actually finding one of them would probably be pretty low, though Ivy somehow managed to get one, and I'm just like, ugh, I'm so mad. I wanted an octopus villager, but you know, such is life. Angus is really cute, so you know, if ultimately he doesn't work out, then I can like, you know, boot one of my villagers out and see if I can recruit an octopus next time. But we also watched the 6th, I think, episode of Warrior Nun, and that like, I feel like we're definitely getting more action, and you know, I feel like there's definitely been some plot advancement. Like Ava, the main character, is kind of like, I mean, I get it on one hand, like that would be a very hard situation to be like thrust into, but at the same time, like she's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. So I'm glad that she like has kind of made some progress in being a little less annoying for me. So that's good. That's basically all I have. So I think I will probably wrap this vlog up here so I can like try to edit it and post it in a somewhat timely manner. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, let me know in the comments if you have anything to say about anything I mentioned here. You know, if you enjoyed the donkey footage, like always. I hope you're having an excellent day and are reading something awesome. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, as that would certainly help me out. But with that, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here and see you in the next one.